Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight we here at the Beyond the Bench podcast proudly bring to you the first annual Beyond the Bench Awards.
I am so excited to be here. My fellow co-host Christian and I have some very good awards planned for you. These are all written by Christian. I just want to give creds to him.
Thank you, appreciate that. We have 4 awards tonight. And we sent them out to the committee to vote on it. The committee sent me their letters back, so I have the winners. And without further ado, let's talk about what awards we'll be seeing here tonight. The first award is the September Champs Award, which is the teams that peaked way too early in the season. Then we are going to go to the Main Character Award, which was the best single game performance of the season. There are 3 nominees for each award, by the way. Then there is the Free 15 Award, which is just some dumb and unnecessary penalties that were taken throughout the year. And finally, the You Had Him Award, which is the worst wide open misses by a quarterback this year. Not drops by a wide receiver, ones that are entirely the quarterback's fault. So, without further ado, the September Champs Award, the nominees are the Indianapolis Colts.
Trouble. He's dancing away. He's got some daylight. And Jones will get the first down and more.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Team Mayfield deep, and he's got Ibuka. He's got him.
And the Detroit Lions.
Right up the gut. There goes Gibbs. Foot race. Winfield can't get there. Touchdown Lions.
So, the Lions obviously started off pretty good. I believe they were about 5-3 at one point, looking like they were going to go back to the playoffs. Immediately, they crumbled, didn't even make the playoffs. Unfortunate for them. I mean, they had a relatively healthy team this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Just didn't go their way. They finished last in their division at 9-8. It sucked for them that they were in the best division of football. But you know what? Sometimes you got to play better. And when you start off that hot, you got to keep it going. Our second pick here is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who started off 6-2, I believe. 6-2, and ended 8-9. So they went on a 2-7 run to end the season. Not much to say there. Sucks for Baker, but once again, start off hot, you got to keep it going. And our third nominee is the Indianapolis Colts. As we all know what happened to them. They ended the season on a 7-game losing streak. They started off 8-2 and ended 8-9. Unfortunately, Daniel Jones did tear his Achilles. That was a big part of it. But Jonathan Taylor played the whole season, I believe. Phillip Rivers came back. And yeah, who's your pick before we go to the committee?
So just wanted to say thank you to Christian for doing this. My pick personally is the Indianapolis Colts. I just feel like you start 8-1, right? You start 8-1, and you have, I think at the time when they were 8-1, I think they had a 98% chance of making the playoffs.
Yep.
I just want to point out that is the first time in NFL history that a team has started 8-1, lost 7 in a row.
Yeah.
And not made the playoffs. That is the first time that's ever. They literally could have tied a game and they would have gotten in.
Yeah. Is that true?
I don't know. I just kind of said that, but they needed to win a game.
They needed to win a lot
game.
because the Chargers ended up getting in at 11-6. But you start off 8-2. That's come on.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And the committee sent me their letter, September Champs. And the winner is the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
Are the recipient of the first ever Beyond the Bench award.
Let's clap it up.
Yeah. Good job, Indianapolis Colts. You guys suck. Love Daniel Jones. Unfortunately, he did tear his ACL. You know what? Yeah, that just The committee saw it too. They just knew. They saw what happened to the Colts.
You know what the thing is, and which is why I think the committee chose the Colts. I like this pick, but the Bucks and the Lions they didn't really feel like a complete offense, even in the early of the season. The Indianapolis Colts were scoring the most. Like their red burn percentage was incredible. They were quite literally on fire. They were the hottest team in the NFL. To go crashing and burning like they did,
it was unbelievable.
It's crazy. That sucks, but sometimes that's just how the NFL works.
And we saw Daniel Jones in MVP conversations. We saw Jonathan Taylor in MVP conversations late into the season.
Tell us even in August that Daniel Jones would be in, very serious MVP conversations by week 10. Nobody would have expected that. Nobody. And myself included.
No. Would he get drafted? First round of fantasy? Second round? Third round? Something like that? Jonathan Taylor.
No, I said Daniel Jones.
Oh, well. Oh, but that's even crazier than Jonathan Taylor.
But yes, second round. But I was talking about Daniel Jones.
My fault. I was trying to pull up Jonathan Taylor's stats.
Because everybody, and me and you included, when the Colts got Danny Dimes, we were like, okay, that's
why.
A little bit,
we said why.
Why, right?
And then, watching him for 4 years, why do you want
right?
Him?
And I guess it's just that New York decides to kill all their players,
I guess so.
And let's hope that doesn't happen to Cammy Scatty and.
I don't think it will. I think we actually have a good coaching group now.
Jackson
we don't have an OC. We do not have an OC yet. We thought we were going to get Todd Monken. He signed with the Browns. But if you remember last week,
little pivot to that.
Yeah.
Did you see the criteria of what the Browns were asking of their head coaching candidates?
What? No, I didn't see it.
They wanted each head coach to go through an entire psychological interview.
Yeah. Yes, I did see this. Yes,
they needed to have like a certain score on it to be even. They had all these crazy criteria. You are the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, what? Shedeur Sanders, Pro Bowl quarterback.
Stop, bro. Stop. That is
Pro Bowl
quarterback. This is how you know that the Pro Bowl is just a joke. He had
Cam Ward was better.
I agree, but he had more interceptions than he did touchdowns. The only reason why he made the Pro Bowl is because his last name is Shedeur.
Nope, that's his first name. Nice try, though.
I meant Sanders. Jesus.
Nice try. You almost had
Thanks. that. I just almost. CJ, clip that.
That was so funny. But no, I completely agree. But onto our next award, the main character award, best single game performance of the season. Our first nominee, Russell Wilson, week 2 against the Dallas Cowboys.
Wilson protected, heaving one, wants Neighbors, Malik Neighbors, touchdown Giants.
Back when us Giants fans had hope, Russell Wilson
barely
almost led us to the promised land.
Almost.
We lost because
he threw for 500 yards, right?
Very close to 500, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the time, we were going against Brandon Aubrey, and we ourselves did not have a competent kicker. So, yeah. Russell Wilson, week 2 at Dallas. Jonathan Taylor, week 10 versus Atlanta.
Right back to Taylor with Warren blocking. Touchdown, Taylor!
When he cemented his MVP case. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, week 12 against the Giants.
There's Gibbs on first down. Jahmyr Gibbs across midfield. One man to beat. Inside the 20, the 10.
That was a fun game to watch, even though I'm a Giants fan. A lot of people call it the Jahmyr Gibbs game. I call it the Jameis Winston 33-yard catch game.
The Lions did hire the guy that came up with that plan, that Cole. So they saw something. Yeah, they did. They've hired what's his name as their OC.
Oh, he's not their OC, Shane Bowen. He's in a high-ranking offensive role.
Sorry. High-ranking offensive role.
Not Shane Bowen. Mike Kafka. Shane Bowen was the defensive coordinator who sucked.
It was so bad.
But yeah, so those are our 3 nominees. Jahmyr Gibbs, I like that, but Nick, what do you think?
I think there's a clear choice in this. But I'm gonna send it to the committee. I want to hear what they want to say.
The committee is pulling up Jahmyr Gibbs' stats right now. Game log. That's what I'm looking for. I need the exact stats. The committee needs the exact stats.
No, I have it. I have it.
I found it.
Okay.
I found it. Okay. So, I don't know why the committee nominated Russell Wilson. Because I think this is a 2-man race. Jonathan Taylor, week 10, had 244 rushing yards on 32 attempts, 3 rushing touchdowns, and 3 receptions for 42 yards. So, in total, he had 286 yards. That's just unbelievable. Jahmyr Gibbs, on the other hand, he had 219 rushing yards on 15 attempts.
15 yards a carry.
2 touchdowns rushing, 11 catches for 45 yards, and a receiving touchdown.
12 targets too. He basically caught every single ball that he had thrown.
Let's see what the committee had to say. The main character award goes to. This might be controversial to some.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor's week 10 performance is what the committee went with.
Wow. Okay.
I guess the committee.
I disagree with the committee here.
I guess the committee only looked at total yards and touchdowns and not receptions and receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. And I think that if the committee had a second chance to vote, they might vote on Jahmyr Gibbs when they do their research accurately. Nick, what do you have to say?
So I have a little gripe with the committee because, as you said, if the committee actually did their research, and this is the problem with doing a committee, right? All of these guys are journalists. All of these guys are writers. They don't watch the sport. They don't watch the sport, right? So
sometimes they're at work. I was not at work for this game, so I have no excuse. I was in Ronan's basement watching the game.
No, Christian, the committee is made up of writers and journalists.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
Stop. It's not you.
From every team in the NFL.
From every team in the NFL.
It's a committee of writers. Off topic. Jahmyr Gibbs had a game where he had 7 carries, 2 rushing yards, but 10 catches for 66 receiving yards.
No.
Against the Steelers.
I see that right now. Yeah.
That's insane.
Holy shit.
But yeah, no, I think Jahmyr Gibbs was the clear-cut answer here. If you want to say Russell Wilson, go ahead.
I am not saying Russell Wilson. My pick was
I'm not going to tell you no if you do say Russell Wilson. But the committee, they sent their letters. Nothing you could do once they send the letters out.
I know, and that's just really unfortunate because when I also do want to point out, which this may be why the committee chose JT. That game went to overtime. So Jahmyr Gibbs had more time to play.
Oh, they could have. That totally could have been in the committee's
So that game
process.
did go to overtime, and I'm pretty sure, wasn't Jahmyr Gibbs the game-winning touchdown as well?
I do think that is true. Yes.
So
I think that's accurate.
If you just look at regulation time, I think JT actually does beat out.
Could be, yeah.
So you know what?
The craziest part is I did not watch that Colts game.
Did you?
I was in Florida for the wedding. And I was not watching the game because it was a 9:30 in the morning game, and I was getting ready for the wedding.
Right. But I can see why the committee didn't do. Why they did.
The committee was busy.
The committee was
people
busy having fun in Florida.
Yeah.
Actually, so it's funny. All of the journalists and writers from all 32 teams are also at this wedding.
Yeah, they were. So they didn't really see
right.
They just heard about the Jonathan Taylor game and were like, "Oh, that's a good choice."
Right. Of course.
And the Jahmyr Gibbs game was the Sunday before Thanksgiving. Not everybody's around, so it happens.
It happened. Wait, hold on. But before we move on, I do just want to point out the fact that he was averaging 14.6 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That is ridiculous. I think his next highest total, if I'm not mistaken, is 9.5. So that's almost 5
there was
yards
nothing else
more
over
per
10.
carry.
I could tell you that much. Yeah. I mean, he averaged 5 yards per carry on the season.
Right. Which is crazy when you had one game averaging 15. But
yeah. Yep. But then he had a game where he averaged 21 yards per catch. He had a game where he averaged 27 yards per catch.
Right. Well.
So you never know which way Jahmyr Gibbs is going to lean.
3 catches for 82 yards.
Yeah.
8 catches for 107 yards. We had 2 catches for 33 yards. Like this is just
yeah. And for those of you that are watching, you will be seeing clips throughout this video of our nominees.
Oh, awesome.
Like these 3 nominees right here for the Free 15 award. The nominees are Jalen Carter, week 1, when he spit on Dak Prescott.
A snap. Chris.
Jamar Chase, week 12, when he spit on Jalen Ramsey, who, talk about that in a second. And our third nominee, Daron Payne, week 10, when he socked Amon-Ra St. Brown in the face when Amon-Ra was not even looking at him.
But when you zoom in, that's going to be number 94.
There was a reason, but it happened like 30 minutes prior.
Right.
So Amon-Ra was not expecting it and got socked in the face. So we'll go through the nominees. Jalen Carter, week 1. It was like the first play of the game.
It wasn't. It was before the first play of the game. It was during the coin toss, which I feel makes that even crazier, is the fact that they didn't even get to the start of the game, and probably the Eagles, one of their best defensive player, if not the best defensive player,
then got suspended.
Because
he spit on Dak Prescott.
So, I don't really understand.
Jamar Chase, week 12. Listen, I understand Jalen Ramsey is not a nice guy, but don't go spitting on him and then saying you didn't do it when there is very clear video evidence that you did do it.
You know what I find so funny about that whole interaction is because as Jalen Ramsey is like getting escorted out of the stadium because he got ejected, he's like, he spit on me, and then you just see Jamar Chase go,
I didn't do it. I didn't spit on him.
I didn't do it. And then when the announcers were going back, they were like, yep, he spit on him.
He definitely spit on him.
He definitely spit on him.
And then after the game, he doubled down on it. I did not spit on him.
Dude, there's like 400,000 cameras in that building.
Yeah, and then he got suspended. And our third nominee, Daron Payne, week 10 against the Lions, just completely punched Amon-Ra in the face, as you could see in the clip that we show you. Yeah. All right, Amon-Ra kind of like shoved him in the face a couple plays before that, but it was completely like unprompted, the play where Amon-Ra got punched in the face. Amon-Ra was just walking back to the huddle, boom, out of nowhere. But like, what do you think's gonna happen when you punch a helmet? You're gonna hurt your hand.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine it is. I wonder what the committee has to say. What do you have to say?
So before we get to the committee, I have Jalen Carter. I do think that the Daron Payne situation wins, but I just personally think Jalen Carter is because it wasn't even in a game. It was before the snap of the very first game of the NFL season. The season opener of the NFL season is the most watched game of the regular season.
Yeah.
If not one of the most watched games. And you do that on national television. Why? Like, were you thinking nobody was going to notice? It was a glob of spit. It wasn't like a little trickle. It was a.
Yeah. At least he didn't try to deny it like other people.
Well, true. Yeah. and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm an idiot." After the game, I was like,
"Yeah." So, the Free 15 award. The winner is Daron Payne, week
Wow.
10.
Me and the committee just are not agreeing with a lot of stuff.
I think the committee is picking this because it was so unprompted.
So unprompted.
Like, just out of nowhere, socks him in the face. Like, it was really funny to watch.
It was
You can't be taking that penalty, which is the whole point of this award, the dumb and unnecessary penalty. Now, I agree that they all were dumb and unnecessary, but I think this one was the most dumb and unnecessary.
Like, I think...
Like, do you think you're not going to get caught?
No.
You did a full wind-up.
Right. And that is the main point in these awards, is that, like, Jamar Chase denied it. Jalen Carter did not deny it. Daron Payne literally just walked over to Amon-Ra, right hook to the helmet. Like, are the refs just gonna be like, no, we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything.
Like,
turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah, no, that was just insane. Our final award tonight, it's called the You Had Him Award for the worst wide open misses of the NFL season. So our first nominee is J.J. McCarthy, Week 11 against the Bears.
Coming, McCarthy steps up, throws, and it's intercepted by Byard.
He chucks it straight into double coverage. Come on, JJ. You can't be doing that.
Not Christian, we've talked about this.
Sorry. 9.
Thank you.
Our second nominee, am I reading that right? Yeah, I guess okay. Our second nominee is JJ McCarthy again, week 10 against the Ravens.
Looking deep. Down the middle, Jefferson and Humphrey get tangled up, and it's an interception by Marlon Humphrey.
Now, I've seen the video. I don't think this one's really his fault. Justin Jefferson slipped, but the ball went straight into the cornerback's hands.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just 9. And our third you've got to be kidding me. Our third nominee is J.J. McCarthy, Week 12 against the Green Bay Packers.
McCarthy down the seam and too tall and picked off.
Where I believe, threw it 15 feet above the wide receiver's head. The defensive back didn't even have to move. It just landed in his arms.
So it's just all JJ. So
it's all JJ.
So
McCarthy.
The committee basically said that JJ McCarthy had the worst throws of the year.
I had to even put my glasses on. I don't even wear glasses. What do you think is the worst JJ McCarthy throw of the season?
So
mind you, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. This is 3 weeks in a row, by the way. Weeks 10, 11, and 12.
It is.
This is 3 weeks in a row that this happened. I don't even know what to say.
I don't. It's
if you watched our UFC video with Connor Sangus, he was in it.
Love Connor Sangus.
I believe it came out the day before this video. He is a Michigan fan and hates JJ McCarthy. I know another Michigan fan, my friend Matt, that glazes JJ McCarthy to no extent. I think this award tells you what you need to know about JJ McCarthy.
And I have said this many times on this podcast. JJ McCarthy is either 9 or he is JJ McCarthy, where he plays pretty well. But when he plays like 9, it is probably, I think it's equivalent to the New York Jets Sam Darnold. Like, it is just pure, like what are you, like, how did you even get drafted?
Yeah. I don't know.
But
it makes no sense.
My pick before we get to the committee is week 11, first the Bears. Literally just threw it right into double. Like, I don't understand what he thought was happening.
Yeah.
Right into double coverage.
And he hit the cornerback that was closer to him.
Yeah.
He didn't even throw it too far. He threw it too short.
It was like a perfect throw to the quarterback.
The committee, the You Had Him Award. says week 12, JJ McCarthy.
Week 12, okay.
And I think what the committee was thinking here is, how do you throw it so far over your wide receiver's head that it just perfectly lands into the secondary? The secondary's just right there in a little basket for
it's
him.
It's honestly impressive how bad some of these throws are.
He should have just wrapped it up and put a bow on it while he was at it. And they still managed to go 9-8.
Right. And just think about if they still had Kirk Cousins or if they still had Sam Darnold on that team.
Yeah.
With the defense that they had this year.
And once again, you guys will see these clips in this video. They are bad. Other than the Ravens one where Jefferson fell, could blame it on JJ, but
I think that was still going to be a bad.
It was, yeah. It probably wasn't going to be caught.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because you could see in the video when Jefferson falls, he was not going to get to the point where the ball landed.
Right. It was Jefferson was kind of running like up, and the ball landed to the left of him.
To the left of him, yes, exactly. But yeah, that is the first annual Beyond the Bench Awards.
First annual Beyond the Bench Awards. Once again, I'd like to thank the. Sorry,
I was going to say maybe next year the You Had Him Award will just be called the JJ McCarthy Award.
The
maybe
JJ McCarthy Award.
He will have the honor of having an award named after him, like so many greats before him, like Walter Payton.
The committee actually just shared with me the document for their award process, and under the You Had Him Award, it just says, by the way, it's all JJ.
So you know what? Maybe next year it will be called the JJ McCarthy
Maybe I think it will
Award.
just be the JJ McCarthy Award. That's very funny that they
Or
did that.
maybe we'll call it the Beyond the Bench Awards, sponsored by 9, the JJ McCarthy. The JJ McCarthy.
The number 9. I'd like to thank the committee for hosting this event.
For mailing us the beautiful letters.
Right. And putting this together even when the committee's at work and missing out on Mitchell Robinson. That was very sad for the committee.
Yep, the committee did not see Mitchell Robinson at work when Mitchell Robinson was at work. Yeah, that was a shame for the committee. The committee was home that day. They were snowed in.
The committee is Christian, guys.
Yeah, the committee was snowed in on Monday and didn't work. But Mitchell Robinson was at work. No, well, he's at work right now, actually.
Well, he wasn't at, well, he's at work right now.
He's at work right now. Oh, he's not playing today. I forgot. Oh my God, Cat has 16 rebounds in the first half.
Really?
Oh my God. 2 points, but 16 rebounds.
They heard, he heard that they wanted to trade for Giannis, and he took that personally.
Yeah, I know. That's actually crazy. All right. Before we go into some more rambling, that's it for the Beyond the Bench Awards. We will be back next year, and next week will be our Super Bowl preview.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Another football episode. Last football episode of the year.
Last football episode.
For real this time. For real this time.
For real.
For real. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to check out Beyond the Cage. Should be posted the day before this.
Very important. Everybody should be watching.
Very important. Very important. We got back-to-back UFC weeks.
Yes.
I went 4 for 5 on my predictions this week. Proud of myself.
That's what you get from listening to Beyond the Bench Sports. It's just we get it right here, folks. We just get it right.
Yeah. It's great.
That's great. Thanks, Christian.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next week.